Diabetes is still one of the most common life-threatening health problems for Filipinos today. And it can even have a snowball effect on our bodies. To tell us more about this, joining us live is the president of the Philippine College of Endocrinology, Diabetes and Metabolism, Dr. Marjorie Ramos. Hello, good morning and welcome to New Day, Doc Marge.
Good morning, Dr. Gomez.
Now, first of all, let's talk about diabetes, specifically diabetes type 2. Now, alam na mga viewers natin, of course, meron type 1, type 2. Let's start off there. Let's differentiate that a little bit because one is more of a lifestyle problem.
Well, generally, we divide diabetes into two, type 1 and type 2 diabetes. When we talk about type 1 diabetes, the diabetes wherein when you were born, there already a defect in the one that control the blood sugar. No? So this is more of an autoimmune, meaning the problem is within the body itself. And so these patients who are type 1 diabetes can be treated only with insulin. So sila yung naka-insulin lang. The type 2, which the one you mentioned is more associated with lifestyle, is the one that we commonly seen. No? So ito yung mas common. And this is more related also to family history. Now, this patient can initially be treated with oral medication and then later on may be also in need of insulin.
Okay, so ang importante dito, Doc Marge, I think na malaman natin mga viewers, ang type 2 diabetes is more preventable. Kumbaga, meron tayong magagawa ito para hindi mangyari ito. Now, a very common side effect or complication ng pagkakaroon ng type 2 diabetes ay ang chronic kidney disease. Anong connection nito, Doc Marge? Paano naapektuhan ng kidneys natin by having diabetes type 2?
Yes, so although even type 1, no, diabetes per se, no, diabetes per se causes complication by affecting the different vessels. So yung mga ugat yung naapektuhan nito. And one of the common area na maapektuhan is the kidney, kaya nagkakaroon tinatawag na chronic kidney disease. So this can result from uncontrolled diabetes, no, because of the elevated blood sugar, coupled by elevated blood pressure and then high cholesterol. All of these will contribute to the development of chronic kidney disease.
So this is what we don't want to happen, na magkaroon ng chronic kidney disease ang isang tao. So let's talk about how we can prevent this. First of all, let's talk about how we can prevent diabetes from kung may paraan ng pag-prevent ito, let's talk about that. What are some of the risk factors, especially na mga ginagawa ng mga Filipinos that put them at high risk of developing diabetes?
Tama. So what is important is to prevent, no, the development of diabetes. And as you mentioned, it's important to identify the risk factors. So those patients with family history, especially first-degree relatives of father, mother, has a high chance of diabetes. Those who have sedentary lifestyle, of course, leading to overweight and obesity, that this also increases the risk. Those patients with hypertension, dyslipidemia, yung mga patient natin na yung merong maiitim sa batok, or what we call as acanthosis nigricans, this also increases the risk of diabetes. For female, yung mga may polycystic ovarian syndrome, or those mother who develop tinatawag natin gestational diabetes or yung pagtaas ng sugar during pregnancy. So if you have this, then you need to embark on lifestyle modification. So that's the usual way to go. So control the diet, no, proper diet, and of course, exercise to prevent this development of diabetes.
Doc Marge, a lot of my patients, whenever I see them come, they have this notion na they associate diabetes, you talked about diet, ano? Ito'y matatamis. Yung mga mahilig lang kumain ng matamis, yun lang ang high risk ng diabetes. Totoo ba yun?
Well, of course, those who eat sweets at our highest risk. Pero hindi lang yung matatamis, no? In general, all food, kasi calorie yan. All calories will end up as glucose. So kaya when we talk about diet, it's proper diet, not just sweet yung ikakat natin. So parang dapat well-balanced, enough diet that need ng body mo. Pero yung mga sweet kasi, like yung mga sodas, no, candies, these are called simple sugar. So when you take it kasi, hindi na siya i-digest. It's already sugar. So it will contribute dun sa fast increase in sugar. Kaya ina-advise nating bawasan.
That's right. So even those who eat high carbohydrate, lalo na ang kanin sa diet ng Filipinos, and also those who drink a lot of alcohol. A lot of people aren't aware that alcohol can also lead, is a risk for type 2 diabetes. Now let's talk about, especially kung how we want to prevent this from happening, screening is very important. Let's talk about screening.
Yes, so when we talk about diabetes, it's recommended that you screen for risk factor. Now, if you have risk factor, then you do the laboratory testing. No? But in general, for the general population, even if wala kang risk factor, what is recommended is at the age of 40, we already do screening tests. Okay? Pero kung meron kang risk factor, even wala ka pang 40 or 20, 18, it is advisable to do screening testing na.
What about simptomas, Doc Marge? Meron bang mga simptomas na mararamdaman ng isang tao that might make them think twice na baka may problem na sila either with diabetes or even a problem with their kidneys?
Okay, so for diabetes, what is common is yung pagdalas ng pag-ihi, no? Yung laging gutom, patient is craving, or unexplained weight loss, or laging nanunuyo yung lalamunan. These are the common symptoms. But these symptoms occur when the diabetes is already long-standing. So for majority of the patient is asymptomatic, walang nararamdaman. And that is the reason why we screen early. Okay?
Yes.
We don't wait for the symptom. Now, sa mga may possible complication like chronic kidney disease, the manifestation may be non-specific, but they can present with parang nag-uumpisang magkaroon ng bula sa ihi. No? So that can also parang trigger na, teka, baka may complication. And so we don't wait for that. We also do early screening for possible complication, especially for kidney disease.
I agree with that. So wag hintayin na magkaroon ng simptomas because like what you said, diabetes, pwedeng wala kang mararamdaman at nag-uumpisa na ang diabetes. So have yourself screened, especially if you have those risk factors present. So marami talaga tayong natutunan today, especially with diabetes and how to prevent chronic kidney disease. Thank you so much, Dr. Marge, for joining us here on New Day.
Thank you.